Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm just showing you a haul of a vintage book sale that I just went to. I found out about this yesterday evening actually on Facebook. A lady and her husband were having a sale of all vintage books and kind of like a garage sale, but it was all books. So I messaged her last night and I said, hey, do you have any books on wildflowers? And she's like, yeah, I have tons. So I'm like, okay, I'll be there in the morning. So I get there and it turns out she only had like one book about wildflowers. So I was kind of bummed, but I was able to find some other really cool books while I was there. So the first book is one of those golden guides. I'm like obsessed with the illustrations. They're so beautiful. I can't wait to use them for journaling cards and ephemera. It was a really good find. And there's a pretty good amount of pages. There's about 150 something pages. So really excited about that. Oh, and this is like a little tiny Swan Lake book from 1953. The illustrations are really pretty. They're like this with the muted tones, and they're kind of shiny, which is interesting. But it's just the most beautiful little book. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. It's kind of hard to take it apart. The illustrations are really nice, though, and it's a cute little size, like a little pocket size. So I have been looking everywhere for flashcards that aren't an arm and a leg, and I was able to find these, but they are German, and I like all the illustrations on them too. There's cool little pictures, and yeah, it's a good way to learn German. I might be selling these in my shop because there is about 40 of them. I don't think I'll ever use all of them. And I found another golden guide, which was a bird book. And same thing with the flower one. The images are really beautiful. So there's that. And that's also from, I think, the 50s, I want to say. And then here's a Beatrix Potter book, The Tale of Squirrel Nutkin. Really nice illustrations. I haven't taken the cover off of it. Maybe I should see what it is so I could make it into like a little junk journal. Oh, it's having a hard time coming off. But it looks like it's kind of green. I don't know if you can see in there. It's kind of green. I'll try to get that off later. And then there was two little autograph books from, I don't know, probably the 20s or 30s with different signatures and little notes in here. I love the different color paper. These are really fun. I don't know what I'm going to use these for yet. But I was thinking it would be kind of cool to like turn these into journals somehow. It has a really thin spine, so I'm not sure how I would do that. But I'm really like fascinated with the whole landscape style journal. I'm going to try to start creating some of those. And same thing as the other one. This is really cool. This is a city street map, atlas, and trip guide. I have not seen these before, but there are maps in them as well as little, like a note area for each major city. This is from 1950. And I just love it, the color scheme and everything. So it has all the major cities and little maps to go with. Those are so fun. They had one Reader's Digest condensed book, which is cool. Kind of like a reddish, burnt sienna color, and a floral design on the cover. But I'm really excited to turn this into a journal. I haven't done that many Reader's Digest ones, so I'm excited for that. Here is my first little golden book. I haven't gotten into the trend yet, but I just loved the illustrations and the colors. It's definitely well loved. There's some pages ripped out and written on, but I kind of like it for that reason. And I'm not sure what the year, does it say the year on this? 1959. And then these two are writing books, like composition books that they had back. I don't even know. I think she said this was like early 1900s, probably, or late 1800s. These are, you can tell too, they're very old. The paper's pretty fragile. So in this one, there are some pages written in, but there's also a lot of blank, which is kind of cool, you know, to fold that up and use it in a journal. And this one's a lot smaller, but it's got writing and kind of like writing drills that they used to do for cursive. I love the handwriting. I miss cursive. I hope they keep that around. And I did find some Golden Book encyclopedias that are all hand illustrated from the 1960s. These are going to be really great for journals to fold them up. They had the whole set from like A to Z, but I don't need that many. So I got 3. And of course the ones with the butterflies and the flowers. If you want to look inside this one. So there's some of the pages. Just different things, animals, and yeah, I love the illustrations. So here's an amateur craftsman's encyclopedia and logbook of things to make. And it looks like it's hard. I haven't really looked through it that much, but it looks like just building things and advertisements for parts, which I love anything with advertisements. And it's really large. I like that, so it's versatile. Probably use those for pages in journals, and I will probably be offering pages from here to sell. So let me know if you're interested. And then I have, let's see, the last thing I got from the sale was this Road and Street catalog from 1925. And this is a fairly large book as well. It's got everything automobile with parts and tractor supplies, farm supplies. So that was really cool. And I also helped my dad clean out some of our storage unit, and I found some really cool things. This is like a school records and memories book, but each page is like an envelope, so I thought that would be perfect for in the signatures and journals. And they have just the old illustrations, little, probably good for journaling spots for memories. And then I also found this old composition book that was my uncle's from 1814, but he didn't write in it until probably the 1960s. So he wrote all throughout there, and there are some blank pages, so I'm kind of excited about that. But yeah, I hit the jackpot today. I was definitely lucky. And okay, so my final things are, I'm really excited about these. These are my ledgers. This thing is, I've never had a ledger like this. It's really, really sturdy, and it's got like metal hinges on it. You can see that. It's metal. And the cover is corduroy kind of fabric with leather. And I can't remember what year they said this is from, but I mean, there's the little, can you see the tabs on it? There you go. I wish they didn't write on this. So yeah, here's the inside of it. So each tab has ledger on it. And it's not, there isn't, from what I have looked through it briefly, there's not a lot of writing in it, which I was kind of bummed about, but still, the pages are perfect for journals. And they're the perfect size, so if you fold them in half, that's like perfect for a journal. I don't even have to cut them, because it's so hard to cut into the ledger, because it's hard to find. And there's tabs that say expenses, assets, construction, all different things. It looks like the date here was 1922. And then you get kind of, you keep going back here, and then it starts getting into like the lettered tabs, which I think was just like add different people by their last name. And yeah, I got, oh, I didn't even know, I wasn't even paying attention that the back of it is kind of like this really pretty yellow coloring on it. Or not all of them, but some of them have this yellow divider. Oh, that's the divider. I'm sorry. This is the divider, and it's kind of like a yellow color. That's cool. So yeah, it's definitely a treat. And there's something in the back here to find things that are this old like this. Still in pretty good condition. And I also was able to find, which is, this is so rare, another one. And this is, I should have measured this before I started filming, and this is really long. It's probably about 14, yeah, probably about 14 inches long, and maybe 6.5 to 7 across. It's interesting. They paper clips and stuff in. It's in okay condition. It's definitely old, but almost every page has been written in, which I'm excited about. This is the 1930s, it looks like. And the colors of the pages are really beautiful. And I haven't exactly found out what they used this for. It looked like a lot of Cleveland block. Alice. There's just, it's, yeah. Must have been something construction is my guess. For what they used it for. But nevertheless, it's beautiful. It's a treasure. I'm really happy to have found it. And yeah, I was in a bidding war on eBay for this thing. So yeah, I'm glad I was able to get it. You have to act fast. But so yeah, there's that. And I did also order some ledger pages. I got a little ledger crazy this holiday. I ordered some ledger pages from Jessica Rapp of 2 Silver Oranges. Because I know she has a really great collection of ledger. So I asked her if she could sell me some, and she was so kind to offer me some of hers. So let me try to pull this out without, there's a bunch here. Just a really good selection of different kinds. And so here's, this is like a writing paper, it looks like. It's really thick and sturdy. And this looks like, there's different letters here. I love this old paper. Expenses. And here's some small ones. I love it that they all have different colored lines. And here's more expenses. Different colored paper. 1960. This is a great piece. It's really large, and I love it's almost purple in color. You can see that. Really great. Here's some more of the smaller ones, which are great. And then there's these. These are like I like the color of the paper. It's kind of like white. Almost, well, not white, but it's a lot lighter than the other ones. The handwriting is just gorgeous. Here's a really long one. Oh my goodness. It's gotta be at least 20 inches long. So cool. Look at all that writing. So cool. Love this type of ledger. The holes in it. It's so cool. And then here's some more. This looks like for food. I see butter, bread, cakes. Yeah. Speaking of which, I've actually been on that Whole30 diet. I don't even like calling it a diet. I call it kind of a challenge this month, starting from New Year's. So that's honestly why I haven't been filming that much. It got really busy after the holidays, and then I started this eating challenge, and it's been a little rough, I'm not gonna lie. It's been like what, 10 days, so I was a little bit grumpy. It was kind of hard because basically you can't have sugar, you can't have white starches, flour, anything processed, nothing, no sugar-free things, no chemicals, no nothing. It's just a really, like, I think that's why they call it Whole30, because you're just eating really whole food. This is really nice too. This is a really great size. So yeah, I've been doing that this past week or so, and I've just kind of been staying quiet. I haven't had a lot of energy because you kind of go through that phase, but I'm definitely feeling like I'm feeling a lot better, a lot lighter. I have more energy, so I'm excited, you know, for my journey of just being healthy and feeling like I want to craft more, and I wasn't really able to because I just felt like I was so tired all the time and after work and managing home life and all that. So yeah, but thank you so much, guys, for watching, and it's just fun to share all this with you. And if you are interested in buying any of this stuff, let me know. I definitely don't mind sharing. I would love to share, you know, some of the ledger book pages, even from the large ledgers or book pages. I need to get started on my journaling, so making my journal. So yeah, once I get to 100 subscribers, I'm gonna do a big giveaway with a bunch of really cool junk journal supplies and goodies. So I hope you guys stick around and share my page with your friends. And yeah, look forward to watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.